and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and this time it's a return to the Necrons. We're going to be talking a little bit about some of the HQ options, and this time we're just going to be discussing Orikan, the Diviner. He's obviously one of the key cryptex for the Necron dynasties. I'm not going to go over the fluff. If you want to read about the fluff, it's in the books. But this is a tactical talk. So as you may or may not know, he has this prophecy about how the stars are right, and he believes that with the right alignment of all the stars of the cosmos, that the Necrons will be led straight to victory, and when they are correct, then he becomes superpowered, and it's basically just determined by a die roll at the start of every turn, and if you're under the turn count, then he becomes superpowered, basically. So it's going to happen during the game, provided he survives. His basic stat line is pretty simple. I can't give you all the details because to do so would be to steal money from GW. Not that they steal money from us or anything. So I'm not going to do that, but I will give you some key information. He starts off with just an armor save of 4+ and a toughness of 4, which isn't fantastic. But all of his key stats, his strength and toughness, go up to 7 when he becomes boosted by the stars of right. But his save never changes. So you want to keep him alive the entirety of the game so that you can get him into combat and he can deal some serious damage with his heal stuff, which is basically a power weapon. It's AP2. It's at his strength, and he gets to reroll a load of stuff with it, which is fantastic. But on his own, he's not that amazing. He does have a 4-up invulnerable because he has a phase shifter, which is awesome. But apart from that, he's not great. So the plan is to stick him with a Destroyer Lord. Now, to max out the efficiency, you want to keep this Destroyer Lord alive. So basically, you give the Destroyer Lord literally everything you can to bring him up. So he starts off at toughness 6, which is good because with the one Destroyer Lord and the one Orikan, you have a no majority, so the toughness goes to 6 for the entire unit. You can then give the Destroyer Lord things like the Nightmare Shroud, the Phylactery, and his own phase shifter, so that he has the 4-up invulnerable, the 2-up armor save, and he keeps regenerating wounds with the It Will Not Die rule, which is absolutely fantastic. And considering the Destroyer Lord already starts with, I believe it's 3 wounds, but let me just double check. Yep, 3 wounds. So even if you lose a couple, you should be able to bring them back, especially with the RP boost that you can get through this incredible tactical ploy. Because Orikan will give you +1 to your RP roll anyway, taking you from 5 up to 4 up. Then, because you're playing your Destroyer Lord, what you can do is you can put him in a Decurion. Your Decurion will mean that all of your units get +1 to their RP rolls. So you go from a 4 up to a 3 up RP roll, which is kind of stupid, because essentially it's like having an additional armor save. The Nightmare Shroud gives you the 2+ armor save, so now I've got like a list of the total results. So the result of this thing is you start off with the 2+ armor save, because you're going to be taking all of your armor saves on the Destroyer Lord. You get your 4-up invulnerable save on both models, you get a toughness of 6, you get wound regeneration, you get a 3-up RP roll, and for all of your rolls of 1, for your reanimation protocols, you get to re-roll because Orikan is ridiculously stupid. So basically you end up with a unit which moves obviously just 6 every turn. It might run, the 2 of them might run together, but you're not going to be using the fact that your Destroyer Lords jump infantry too much. And that unit itself should be able to soak up absolutely tons of shots. And it shouldn't matter, because even if you roll badly for the occasional one, you are going to bring that wound back with the Phylactery. It's going to happen at some point. You have to be really, really unlucky, probably like me, for this unit to die at any point during the game before it can get into combat. So you basically just have this idea that you put this unit on the table, you start walking them towards the enemy, and you throw them into wherever you can deal the most damage, basically. So throw them at the largest set of enemies that can't disperse quickly, and just corner them in by chucking loads of fast units off to the sides, and just tell them no, you have to center them towards the middle and just shoot them into the middle. And then once your Orikan unit gets into the middle, hopefully by the point it's ready to assault, he gets powered up, you go into battle and you just destroy everything, basically. Obviously there's the debate about what weapon to give your Destroyer Lord, because it is pricey to upgrade to a Warscythe or to the Void Reaper, but the Void Reaper is just a fantastic weapon. It fits in with the lore so well. I'd always be tempted to fit a Void Reaper if I can, just for the name, into the army. That isn't always really possible, but in this case, if you've got the spare points, you just throw it in, just do it if you can. Otherwise, if you're leaving him with the Staff of Light, that's probably actually not too bad, because Orikan's the one who you want to deal the most damage in the battle phase, in the assault phase, sorry. And just walking across the map, you're going to be shot at a lot, so you kind of want to be able to shoot back. But of course, Staff of Light is pretty short ranged, so it depends on how big your map is. If you know you're going to be playing on a big table, then it probably doesn't matter too much which one you want to go for. It just then at that point becomes down to personal preference, and whether you want to be able to wreck vehicles with the Destroyer Lord, or if you can leave all of the tough work up to Orikan. So hopefully some of this information has been useful to you. We're going to be talking about a few other people, especially Nemesis Zandrek, because there's this really stupid thing that I thought of the other day with him. And I was obviously, if you're going to be talking about Zandrek, you have to talk about Oberon, so the two of those we'll end up talking about. I think Stormlord may have been worn out a bit, but we can always come back to him later. If you've got any comments or suggestions that you would like to make, don't forget you can leave those in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.